that they sit down with Dr. Lawrence Mlindwa, the patron and let me say the owner of Vipers Sports Club, to make sure that they sit down, talk as men, because both of them have been in football for some good time. They're
One
not
is
new
the
in this game
mentor.
of sports. One is the mentor. They've been in that game for good time. All 30 years, both of them have that game. Let them sit down. It means them to them do that. Someone in times of make decisions. Guys, whatever you drink, don't make a mistake. Please align accordingly. The clubs tell you that the state minister of sports hasn't made any phone call to the clubs themselves. But
The
guys,
state
this
minister,
is because in the
Mr. Gwan.
accordingly, in such situations, the ministry is supposed to get involved as early as possible. You know, because this is sports. State minister is supposed to get involved as early as possible. But what he did
And they
is
also
that
stakeholders.
what he
The
did is that this
government
thing is now
gives
bigger.
school for almost 18 billion a
Yes,
year.
of course,
I mean, you're supposed to
of course.
question that. You're the
Yes,
state minister. You're supposed to question that. You get
you're
called,
state minister.
call the clubs.
Why? Why would you as a state minister not attend even the club meetings? Please be like now. In Yamadas Magogo, you are setting up meetings with the clubs. Let me come to Serena, attend the meeting, listen to the views of the club,
Yeah, I
and
witness.
and your views as well, and the witness, and the be like, okay, let's come to a conclusion to this, please. Yeah, but you're not attending meetings. Yeah, so that the thing has gone far, it's now backfiring. You're taking it now to your senior
So
before
what?
even you
Exactly.
as a state minister. You're not taking it to the first lady, who is the minister of education and sports as well. Yeah.
What is he going to
Why
brief
would
her
you
with?
ask?
You have not attended the meeting.
Why
What
would
information do you have to brief the first lady? You have not been
that
following
is
up.
it.
You have not seen you in the UPL meetings. You get?
That is it. Eh? What's his work? He's supposed to sit down with even national. It's just say, Dr. Ogwell and myself will be attending
We are
that
attending the
meeting.
meeting. Yeah.
You guys are going to have.
Yeah.
Both of us should go in that meeting and attend it.
That is a very good point. Very good point. But here they are going to brief the first lady. I don't know on what. We have not seen them involved in this. But anyway, so what's the way forward? Let me ask you this question, Addison. What's the way forward? Because the way you've seen the mood with the fans, and once the fans don't show up, I even don't know if FUFA has paid this allowance of the winning bonus of these other teams. If
Next Saturday, they will get to know who is who when Vipers host that team at Chitend.
Tickets are even done. I wish they hosted it in Ambole. Nebabalagirako bwerere nti football, it's the fans are the stakeholders.
Next Saturday, they will be like, okay, can we sit down and we finish up the thing properly? They will be like, okay, what we've seen at Chitende is so different from what we expected. Because now all the fans are saying, zingenda ku Vipers club amupira kwa Vipers. Bazanya Champions League qualifiers. You know? but I would say one thing. The minister should make sure they rush. The minister, National Council of Sports, and other stakeholders should sit the two gentlemen down and come to a resolution as the biggest let me say stakeholders of football. On top of that, as how it's supposed to be, before you start up something, please first make sure this thing goes out, like you try it out somewhere else before. You try it out somewhere else when it goes out before you start up anything. Because the fans are so bitter with this new format.
Yeah.
I see it.
They don't understand.
You know how many times guys have told me, please explain to us about
even
this new
the people
format.
at FIFA themselves cannot. Even the president himself, namulabiano ku tegere diba ku Thursday. I wasn't understanding really. Rademu sente, we are going to increase competition. No, the way Mrindo asked, really our day. Yet when you day, was it really that stinky for us to drop it?
No.
No, you get. So anyway, you go to Uganda Queens, yeah, Uganda Queens traveled well. Yeah, against Botswana. I went to it went to Botswana and uh, it picked out an away win. You know, just to give us some hopes qualifying for the World Cup, qualifying for the World Cup playoffs. You saw that game. I don't know if you watched that very well. Mm. It was pretty much an even.
Yeah, I watched it. I watched it so because I watched it in 90 minutes.
What did you pick out
I
from
watched it in
that?
90
What did you
minutes.
pick
I
out
would
from
say
the
we
game?
have played Botswana.
Mm.
First of all, keeper was on a break.
Cicero did not even have anything. Anything threatening. Mm.
He didn't have anything. With 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 capacity that central defense, there is a big change. And now, guess Semakula and Kalidaucho in that midfield. Wow. Wow. You know, there are
That is.
people we don't talk about.
Mm.
Those two guys, not midfield, they busted midfield.
Mm.
They busted midfield, and I was like, what's this I'm seeing?
Yeah. Yeah.
Of like
That was good play.
they intercepted balls.
Mm.
Yeah, they had good tackles.
Mm.
They had good tackles as well. Simply because just enjoying us. Now, I was like, now if Kando does when we all have football
Yeah,
is
man.
when man will do that, missed, I think
Mm.
missed one and there was one I made well to make
Yeah.
goal at all.
Mm. Just
The
off.
guy
Uh,
scoring his, yeah, his first goal to Uganda, but at the end of the Jude Samgabi scored a good header, free header ball, so that was from Uganda. Of course,
needed him.
yeah, saves a bad game. You better go see the players of the players for and the big could be different because they are trying to defend the dated 6 day
Mm.
win.
Playing the game, what are Muslims give the game of these are people we need to stay away. What the group can study. So points. It was you have Benin, Nigeria also starting with playing Rwanda. Yeah, so it's a must for them to. I mean, it's tricky, but let's talk about how do you fancy our chances against Algeria.
I would, I
Should
would
Paul allowed?
they to go in the playoff.
Was it?
You have to be the playoff because now the other the team group, those
That
points
will
the
broke
smart
Carlo.
they're not considering them. So
Mm,
we need to make sure we make sure
mm,
we win our game against Algeria, and
mm,
that's an advantage to us. Whereby if we're among the 4 teams in the other playoffs group,
mm,
I know we shall be having those games, and to me that is more playing time, more exposure for our national team, and luckily we can as well dismantle teams there because it's up underway. We can as well dismantle teams there. And what next?
mm,
We are somewhere. We are somewhere.
mm.
Mm.
Yeah. So anyway, that was all we had for sports. Let's move to the NBL playoffs. Uh, Before you continue with the NBL playoffs, you speak about the BAL cohort. I saw you really post something about the BAL cohorts. I saw Dreleba in there. A couple of players from Uganda that we called, especially players from Nablazers, and what's the preparation for Nablazers to qualifiers, especially the Eastern slot qualifying games that will be happening in Tanzania. How are they prepared? What is with this cohort? What does it mean? Just give an insight to our viewers what this is all about.
Now the BAL cohort is some inaugural thing which BAL has set up. Of course, over 100 people applied for it, and they selected only 26 people from African countries. It's going to be, I think, a 6 weeks program
Mm,
where these players will be learning a few things about the coaching bit of it, the technical bit of it,
mm,
and because now here they picked Tony Dreleba and Ben Komakech, you know,
mm,
from Uganda, which is a bonus to us and which is good for us because we've seen Ben Komakech is a coach of the Gazelles team. Yeah. On top of that, he's also a coach of a basketball team in Uganda. Tony Dreleba has been a coach of Angels and then other teams. He's a coach as well. So they applied for it and they are given that opportunity to be part of the cohort. Now, for Namango Blazers Road to BAL, which starts actually this week. Yeah, it starts this week, I think, from 15th.
mm,
It starts this week, I think, from 16th. Yeah, it starts this week. They made 2 additions. The big man and the big man as well, center as well.
mm,
Tradition is in their team. Today, I'm waiting on their final 12-man roster because they said it will be shared on Monday. So I'm waiting for the 12-man roster. The players are going to go for the qualifiers. Of course, mm, one of the teams declared. One of the teams from Burundi declined to participate in the road to BAL,
mm,
but there was a team which was included in that mix. I think from Comoros.
mm,
One team was included in that mix. I think from Comoros, yes, from Comoros, we're going on the list. But I think the City team, its additions are scary, man, because I think they made over 7 additions in the team. Yeah,
mm, mm,
and some of the players they added, you've seen them play at BAL level, and
mm,
they're real champions. They've seen them win championships at BAL.
mm,
They made them like I think the owner of that City team.
mm,
He has crazy money as compared to anyone else, man,
mm,
because the money has injected in that team is something else. But at the end of the day, if Blazers qualifies for Elite 16, of
mm,
course they'll add in more additions in the team, which will help us as Uganda qualify for BAL 2026.
All right. Okay. We shall be following that, keeping an eye on BAL qualifiers. Uh, then we talk about NBL playoffs. We saw the Lady Cannons really forcing a game 5. We saw some sweep with the Stormers. What do you have on that in that front? Also, give us an insight in the male side, whereby we have the Blazers, we have the City Oilers also in the mix. What's your overview of the playoffs? Who would you see? Who do you fancy really making it to the finals?
Uh, as a fan of Lady Cannons, of course, I would want Lady Cannons to go to the finals, but the players they're playing against are more experienced than anyone else in our Ugandan basketball. They've won championships, they're more experienced. So these Lady Cannons up against JK Dolphins is like a finals, is like semi-finals is like a finals in the semi-finals because it is tough, it is hard. And credit goes to both teams. They've showcased the level of maturity and the level of basketball in the semi-finals is so different. JT Jaguars up against JT Jaguars just swept just swept their opponents.
Thomas.
Yeah, Magic Stormers. Yes, up against Magic Stormers. It was a quick one because they just did do it. Let's sweep this guy with 3-0 and it was done. Yeah,
Yeah.
but
Uh, this
but with but with this Jekyll up against UC the Cannons, of course, the first game was won by UCU. It was at YMC. I think it was a 15 point gap. It was a quick one from UCU. Then the second game,
let me
then I'm getting you. Then the second game, of course, JT Jaguars won the game comfortably. And the third game, JT Jaguars won the game. But
game 4.
when it came to game four, let's say Friday, I watched that game because I left work, went back home, put my things there, and then I'm like, you know what? Let me just watch this basketball game. I head back home. UCLA Cannons gave me a good night. It was a good night, man, indeed, because it was a
60 50
Jetty started on
65
a
50.
yes started on a high, and what
Mm.
next? You see, you had a good second quarter and third quarter, and they maximized on that. And at the end of the day, you see, won the game. So we have a game five on Wednesday at 7 p.m. at Lugogo, and I call upon all the fans out there to please come and watch basketball, come and support basketball. Me as a Eddie Cannons fan, I'm calling upon the fans as well to come and watch the game of basketball. But all in all, I'm just happy that the basketball game, when it comes to the ladies, is on a different level and a different height. For the men's side, of course, the playoffs, the finals are tipping off on 20th of October. That is when that's what FUBA communicated. The Blazers had requested these games to be pushed until 26th, but FUBA was like, you know what, let's start off on 20th of October. So we are still busy and we are still watching the games of basketball. And when the Blazers come back to back, that's fine. Now it will be now game, and then the men's game. Let's give them the men's game. So which is interesting. They watch at a higher peak. Of like norms, which are in the finals of get uh, from the winner of UC and JK Dolph, and all teams are all up there and they replay a good game of basketball. That will be good competition.
Right. In that game, issue Cannons against JKL Dolphins 65-50. We have Martina Nyango 17 points, game high 17 points.